Hello everyone and welcome to our I Pick My Butt video, more Survivor.io, and the other day I made a video about the LightChaser and I called this the best weapon inside the game. And some of you guys might have gotten this and realized that it's not doing what you actually expected it to do. So today we're going to be going over the best abilities inside the game for this so you can really maximize this and learn how to use it. Now before getting this, a lot of you might have been using the kunai or even the revolver, which are great for melting bosses. But the LightChaser is totally different. It more focuses on the mobs, and if you use it correctly, you'll notice it destroys the mobs. But when it comes to the bosses, this is where it struggles. So where a lot of you probably go and pick the same 6 abilities every single time, the same 6 modifiers, and try to get 6 evos, I found a little bit of a better way to do this and some different abilities that you might not actually use all the time. So there's no doubt about it that once you do get this LightChaser evolved, it completely just melts every single mob that's out there. And in order to do so, we're going to need to get a Ronin vest. We want to at least take one of these inside the game. If you ever looked at your battle stats at the end of the game, you know that the lightning emitter always does a massive amount of damage. And to get this thing evolved to the Thunderbolt power cell, we need to grab the energy cube. And this is going to give all attack intervals minus 8%. This is also something you're going to want to try to max out because this really helps out everything in your build. And another thing we want to get is the Guardian. You know, the spinning discs that circle around you that block projectiles. That is going to be a great combination with the LightChaser. Now, in order to evolve this into the Defender, we're going to need to grab the Exo Bracer, which gives us the overtime effect duration plus 10%. In other words, it's going to make your abilities last longer out there. And this is another one that we want to max out too. The next item we want to grab is the Drill Shot, and this is great having these things bounce around, and even when we finally take it to Whistling Arrow, which huge Guardian of the Galaxy vibes when I get this here, we're going to need to get the Ammo Thruster. And this is going to give the bullet flight speed plus 10%, which pretty much means your bullets are going to fly faster across the screen, which once again, another great combination. So overall, that is 4 abilities and modifiers that we're getting, and 4 of those abilities we're maxing out. Like I said, the vest, you don't really need to max it, but we do at least need to get it in order to get the LightChaser evolved. Now this might be the part where it gets to be a little bit different than how you guys normally play. The next item we're going to grab is going to be the Rocket. And this is great against bosses, I find, although I am not going to evolve this. Yes, that's right. I find that we are able to do a good amount of damage with the Rocket, but sometimes when we evolve it, it'll actually fly through bosses. Kind of like that slime poison boss, seen it plenty of times. Rocket just goes right through them. But the other big thing is we want to save that modifier slot for something else. The last ability we want to grab is the Brick. And I know a lot of people don't use this, but this actually works very well against bosses too, and even some mobs when used properly. So we filled up all our abilities and we're left with 2 modifier slots. The next modifier that I'm going to try to get is going to be the Attack Plus, or the High Power Bullet. We're going to try to get this thing maxed out to plus 50% so we can really get enough attack just to put a little extra icing on the cake. Now this last modifier, I kind of choose between 3 of them. Ideally, I would like to go for the Fitness Guide, which is going to give us max 20% health every time we upgrade it, and it's going to also allow us to evolve the Brick into the Dumbbell. But sometimes I will say, hey, as much as I don't want to upgrade that Rocket, I do want to get that HE fuel because the all ammo and weapon range really does help out with the LightChaser. Other times though too, I say, hey, I'm taking a lot of damage. I really need to heal up, and that's where I go for the energy drink. So I really kind of feel on my play style. I know a lot of people really rely on that energy drink to kind of keep themselves healing, but without it, you really got to play this as a safe game inside there. So not a lot of running around and smashing into mobs. You really got to play it safe and see how it goes. But guys, this is how I do the LightChaser. I know my way might not be the same that other people agree with. There's more than one way to play this game, but really curious to know if you guys are using the LightChaser, what abilities you're going for. Don't forget to join the Discord if you haven't already. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and remember, I pick my butt.